All right, guys. So our warm up is today is National Take Our Sons or Daughters to Work Day. So have your parents ever taken you with them to their jobs? And if so, what did you do or what did you learn when you went with them? And I promise there is a reason why I'm asking this particular question. Come on, guys. Hi, Aiden. I need some responses from you, or this is going to be a really long and boring where I just stare at you kind of thing today. Can somebody tell me, have any of you guys gone with your parents to their jobs? And if so, what did you do or what did you learn? That's our warm up for today. You've never been, Kylie? Okay. What about the rest of you guys? You don't think you've ever been, Aiden? Okay. Okay, so you went with your parents, but you don't remember what they did? Okay. For those of you who've been to your parents' jobs, is it something, and this is, you might have to dig back here a little bit, Heidi. Is it something that you thought, hey, I might like to do this? Or is it something where you went, I definitely don't want to do this? Okay, William, which parent and what do they do? What kind of trainer? I mean, like what does he train people to do, I guess?
It's like he does it all. So it's like for sports,
For
people who
sport.
just like people who wants to just lose weight, um,
Okay.
people who are like recovering, like say professional football players come and say they had blown out their knee, he helps them rehab and bring it back. Like it's really
Okay,
very
so
very
he's
wide.
like an athletic or sports trainer.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And he can also
Okay.
do like the fitness side for like people who just
Yeah.
want to get in shape.
Yeah. So he probably has like what, a degree in like kinesiology or something along those lines. So like you learn how to project, how to be confident when giving directions. So is that something that you've been able to take with you as you've grown up? Something that you might be able to use as an adult? Like, and that's kind of the idea about what I'm asking you guys. Some of my students are like, I went with my parents and I realized that I don't want to do that. I don't want to, have to whatever the whatever they're doing, right? And some kids, like I have a student whose parent is an administrative assistant in the governor's office. And she's like, hey, I kind of like listening to them talk about all of this stuff. And as an eighth grader, she's kind of finding politics interesting. And so that's what she's taking away from her mom's job. Okay. So sometimes when you see what your parents are doing, you think, hey, I kind of like that. Maybe I want to be like that, or I want to do something like that. And then other times it's, oh, wow, no, I don't want to do that at all. So if I don't want to do that, how am I going to do something different? Kind of the idea behind that. Okay. Why am I asking you this? Well, guess what? Adulthood's around the corner. The safety net of high school is about to be yanked away, right? And mom and dad or guardians, while some may be helping you and some may be like, booting you out the door after graduation, you've got to start like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And that's kind of where what we've been doing with our EverFi financial literacy, what we're kind of doing with the project that we're working on. Can I survive on my own? Right? And so that's kind of like, yes, it's National Take our Sons and Daughters to Work Day, but I was also like trying to get you guys thinking the next step, right? All right, so if you have not already done so, can you open up your document, the Can I Survive on My Own worksheet, the 1 through 14, and the Can I Survive on My Own page. So the page and your worksheet. And then can you give me like a thumbs up when you've got those open and you're ready to go? I think the kid in the GIF over there is looking at expenses. All right, let me know when you guys are ready to start the worksheet. Hi, Sadie. We're opening up the worksheet and the Can I Survive on My Own page. Are you guys ready? I need a response from you. All right, I see responses. Hi, Melissa. We're opening up our worksheet and the page. All right, so today we're going to do tasks 4, 5, and 8. So let's look at task 4 on the page. It says view this website or this website. So there's 2 we can look at, and then write a list of 10 to 15 things you will need to shop for to furnish your apartment or house and the cost of the item. So I clicked on the first link and it says apartment essentials checklist. So, moving out can be exceedingly, it can be exciting, right? Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have my own place and, it's going to be great. And then you go, oh my gosh, look at how expensive everything is. So some items that you're going to definitely need that you may need to spend money on is kitchenware. Pots, a pot and pan. Like you're definitely need like at least one medium or one large fry pan, maybe one small pot, one large pot. Depending on what you're purchasing, maybe you can buy a cookware set. You'll need some type of oven safe dish, like a casserole dish, maybe a baking sheet. You're going to need dishes, plates, and bowls. You're going to need flatware, forks, knives, and spoons. We'll get to groceries in a second, William, okay? You're going to need glasses, right, to drink out of, mugs, Maybe a coffee maker if you're a coffee drinker. You're going to need some type of knife, like, to cut meats, and like a chef's knife and a small paring knife. You're going to need like spatulas and spoons and ladles. You're going to need at least one mixing bowl to start, some scissors. So maybe you can get a knife set, napkins, paper towels. Going to need some type of strainer. If the place you're moving into doesn't have automatic ice maker, you might need ice trays. Maybe a bottle opener, a cutting board, measuring cups and spoons. Got to have food containers for leftovers, oven mitts, dish towels, dish rags or sponges, a dish drying rack if you don't have a dishwasher, and a garbage can. That's a lot, isn't it? And then later on, you can buy like a toaster oven, a microwave if it's not there, a blender, a hand mixer, all kinds of other things. You're going to need cleaning supplies and garbage bags, right? And paper towels and mops and a vacuum cleaner and detergent and hand soap. You're going to need bedroom essentials. Now, if your parents let you take your bed, hey, you're one up on that, right? But you're still going to need like sheets and a comforter. You may be able to take some of your pillows with you. You might need more. What about a lamp for your room or curtains? Most apartments come with blinds on the windows, but those don't always keep out the light. Some type of storage like a dresser or under the bed containers. TV. Now, it says your parents are going to let you take the TV from your room, but what if you don't have a TV for the living room? Hangers, a hamper, or a laundry basket. Bathroom stuff. You got to have bath towels, hand and face towels, a shower curtain and liner, toothbrush holder, bath mats or rugs. You're going to need a toilet cleaning brush, plunger, toilet paper, a small trash can. Big things: a sofa, a coffee table, a dining room table and chairs, additional lighting, a desk and chair if you're working from home. Definitely food. And then, guys, food is separated into two things. You have pantry stuff, like staples that sit in a pantry, and then you have stuff to go in your freezer and your fridge, right? Maybe a first aid kit. Definitely some Band-Aids, right? Maybe some tweezers, some cotton balls, Neosporin, some aspirin. Other apartment essentials. Oh, a stepping stool. So funny story, William. I have a step stool, but my cabinets are so high in my kitchen that literally I have to have a short ladder because the step stool isn't tall enough for me to reach the top two shelves in all of my cabinets up on top. So yeah. Um, Other apartment essentials, maybe fans if there's no ceiling fans. Maybe some type of at least a simple toolkit like a Phillips and a straight head, like screwdrivers, maybe an adjustable wrench, a hammer, flashlight. Okay. So on our page, it says, write a list of 10 to 15 things you will need to shop for your to furnish your apartment or house. Okay, so let's go to our task 4. So Will, I've been kind of putting a lot of the stuff you're saying in here as well, but I did not add a step stool, and I really like that idea. So I'm going to add that to my growing list. Okay. So everything that we were just reading on our site, I've put in here. Now it says 10 to 15 things. If you want to get full credit, you need 12 to 15 items listed. Okay. So there's everything that was listed. What I just read off on that site, I literally put each thing on a number. Am I missing anything else, guys? Does anybody see anything that I missed? Maybe where it says food, we should put pantry. So we need like pantry staples. And then for freezer and refrigerator, we could add that on there as well. Okay, so that would be something extra, right? 18. Because you want your or plugins. Exactly. I was just gonna say, like, you got to make sure your house smells good, right? I can tell you from Bath and Body Works, I use theirs. And having a teenage son in the house, that like I knew when those went out, especially in his room. And my kid was a clean kid, but I don't know what it is about teenagers. Yes. Oh, yes. His gym bag was horrible. I actually got these little ball thingies, deodorizer ball thingies, and those went in his gym bag as well. All right, guys, can you give me the thumbs up if you're done with task 4? Almost, okay. Okay, so William is done. What about the rest of you? I need a response from you. If I don't see a response, I'm going to start kicking kids out. Because I'm going to assume you guys have walked away. All right. Okay, so let's move now to task number 5. So task number 5 says watch the video. What does RENT stand for? So what R stands for something, E stands for something, N stands for something, T stands for something, okay? Yeah, we'll stop watching the video about the 3. 15 mark because then he's just trying to sell his book. Okay, so we're going to watch about 3 minutes of this, and then we're going to go to the actual task on the worksheet for task number 5. So I'm going to mute myself. Oops.
A popular time to move to a new place to live is between June and October, which means many people are planning on getting into a new home, maybe a new apartment, and a lot of them will be renting. If you were one of them, hold on. Corey Peterson is here to tell you what 4 mistakes you should be avoiding before you actually go and sign that lease. And Corey, you're an Arizona guy.
Yeah, I love it here.
And so you know kind of what we deal with here.
Firsthand, I know the summer's coming.
Yes. And so if we have 4 mistakes, why, of course we want to know what these 4 mistakes are. And, why do we need these 4 mistakes? Are people making them a lot?
Yeah, sure. And honestly, I don't think they know about them. So the challenge is if you're going to rent a home or apartment, no one's going to tell you these things, but because I do, I want to share them with you. So the first mistake that you really should avoid is to pay full asking price. Oh. Right? And a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, is that true? Can you negotiate the rent? Well, of course you can.
You can negotiate.
Everything is negotiable in life. Yeah. And as an apartment homeowner myself, what I'm looking for is perfect tenants. Right? So I'm willing to accept less rent each and every month so I can get a perfect tenant. And so, all you have to do is ask. Everything in life is negotiable. So the second thing that I think you should avoid is to assume that the unit you looked at is the one you're going to get. This is a very common bait and switch technique where these leasing agents will show you a unit that looks amazing, right? It has all the bells and whistles, but they assign you a totally different unit. And it may not even be ready yet. So if it's not on the lease, chances are it's not going to be the unit you're going to get.
Can you ask to see the exact unit?
Yes, you absolutely should ask because it could be totally different.
Interesting. I didn't know that one either. What's our third mistake?
The third thing is to not look at the crime index. Every person is going to tell you, hey, this area is safe, but wouldn't you like to know?
Yes.
So we use a website called clrsearch.com, and it's where you can get a lot of crime index data and really overall demographics data of what's going on in the neighborhood. So it's really important that you know. And then the last thing is really just to avoid moving from that June 1st to October 31st window.
Which is when a lot of people move.
Yeah, that's moving season. Yeah. And that's when you're going to be competing with all the other renters and all the other moving services. Yeah. So it could get very expensive. And so, we talked about the things to avoid, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about how to rent successfully.
Okay.
R, research the area, right?
Yep.
E, get exact details on the lease. Know what unit you're going to get, right? Yep. Also, N, negotiate. Get the accent wall painted. Negotiate the rent and get hundreds of dollars off.
Yeah,
right?
I like that one. And then
of course.
T, being time.
Yeah, know where you're at when you're moving. So the time of the year, because honestly, if you can move like this January, December, so the time of the year, because
All right, so on the document, it asks you the first part of the question. Hang on. Let me go to that. First part of the question is, what does rent stand for? So we have R, research the area that you want to move into. Okay, do you have that? E, the exact details on the lease are a must. Negotiate everything you can from rent to deposits, etc. T, the time of year can alter the rental amounts and costs. So the first part of the question is, what does rent stand for? Well, we have it right here, right? R-E-N-T. And then the second part of the question says, which advice is most practical for you to follow? Explain in 3 to 4 sentences. Remember when he talked about like avoiding the 4 mistakes. Do you guys remember what were those mistakes? Can somebody give those to me? What were those 4 mistakes to avoid? Moving during the months of June to October, right? Because that's really expensive. It's moving season, right? What were some of the other ones? Anybody? Come on, guys. Negotiating the paying price, negotiating rent. Good, yeah. Don't just automatically go for what they say, right? Or maybe you can't get the cost off of your rent, but maybe you can negotiate the deposits or pet rent or whatever, right? So we have negotiate, we have avoid moving during moving season. What else? There were like 2 other things. He called it the bait and switch. Okay, not looking at crime statistics just because people, oh, it's great here. You should always look and see, right? Oh, yeah. And then ask to see the house or the place that you're moving into, especially in apartment complexes. They'll take you into their model that may not look anything like what you're going to move into. So if they're like, yes, we have one open, be like, which one would I move into? I want to go see that one because it might be different. Absolutely. So if we take everything that we have in our chat, this is what we have, right? All right. Do you see, like, do I have at least 3 to 4 sentences? Absolutely, because I turn each one of the RENT into full sentences. So I explained what rent stands for, and then I gave the advice that they talked about. Okay. Anything I missed? So we're good there. All right. Why is this? There we go. All right. So task number 8. 6 and 7 we do individually. Remember, we'll do those later. Let's look at task number 8. All right. So task number 8 is plan 2 weeks worth of meals. Budget and buy the appropriate items using one of the online stores below. Screenshot your shopping cart and insert an image into your Google Doc. Now, you don't have to choose one of these. You can choose something else, right? Smith's, Walmart, Vons, Albertsons, Winco, and Target. When you click on it, it takes you to their site. Have any of you guys, you guys have ordered stuff online before, yes? Yes? Okay. So it's kind of like that idea, right? You're going to make your list, you're going to add to the cart. And then you go, okay, you go to the cart. Here we go. So you're going to pick your favorite store from the list on the direction sheet. You're going to choose items and put them in your cart. Once you are done, screenshot your list with the total. So Miss Hall put hers in here. I did all the rest, and I'm like, you get to put your shopping list in there. So she did. So here was her Target haul from 426. So you see all the stuff that she has on here and then an amount, right? Now, obviously, that's not 2 weeks. So you need to make sure you're looking at 2 weeks. And then you're going to screenshot it and put it in here. Okay. I was looking for. All right, I've got a video. Let's see if this will let me play it. All right, so it's just grocery shopping secrets. I have a video that I want to show you guys. Because I'm not going to do the whole Nearpod, but I do want you to see the video, okay? It's 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Faye Prosser is the new definition of power shopper.
Our budget for our family of 4, my husband and I and our 2 children, is $55 a week.
Prosser may spend $55, but she brings home more like $150 or $200 worth of groceries. She saves incredible amounts of money every time she shops.
One of the most important things that folks want to remember is that if they're willing to shop even at 1 or 2 different stores during the week, they're going to save more money.
Serious money. See this receipt? The total bill is $74, but Prosser paid 41 cents. She buys in bulk when there's a good buy, but not how you might be thinking.
Places like warehouse clubs, where people generally think they're going to find the very best deals, aren't always the best buys.
That's because they don't take coupons, which is a huge part of Prosser's program. Another secret to her success, making yourself a price book, which lists the cost per unit for the items you buy regularly.
That way, when you get to the store and you see something's on sale and you're not sure if it's really a good price, you can actually figure out unit price and compare and take a look at your price book and see, hey, that really is a good price, or you know what, I think I'm going to wait because I know it's going to be on sale for a little bit less somewhere else.
Prosser also says planning ahead is key. You might think it's a waste of time to make a list, but that way you don't end up wandering around the store or stumbling into buys that aren't bargains.
I plan my meal at home. I plan the whole week's meals at home, and I make my grocery list, I pull my coupons, and so by the time I get into the store, everything's done.
Except this is where, as they say, the magic happens.
We're gonna head to produce.
Watch and learn.
Here's a 99-cent cantaloupe. These things are normally $3.99. They're on sale for 99 cents. That's a 75% savings on produce, and they are delicious.
Also sweet, the deal she gets on shrimp.
These are a fabulous deal. $2.77 a pound for shrimp. Sold in 2-pound bags. The regular price, $17.98. I'm paying $5.54.
And a beefy bargain on London broil, just $1.99 a pound. But these are all sales without coupons. Well, watch this. It's what Prosser calls a triple play.
I have a coupon here that's for $2 off. There. For $2 off produce when I buy craft dressing and any other participating craft product. Then I also have a coupon for 1 free craft dressing. And then The other participating product that I'm getting is an A1 steak sauce or marinade, and here I have a coupon for 75 cents off any bottle of A1 marinade, any flavor. And so I'm combining all of those deals.
In the end, her A1 sauce coupon, which Harris Teeter doubles, makes the A1 sauce $1.50. Another coupon involved makes her green pepper and cantaloupe free. Prosser has $8 in product at the price of $1.50. And she is just getting warmed up. She double and triple plays her way across the store.
Medium salsa is $3.29. So that's $1.65 half price minus $1.10 makes this 55 cents for me. Normally $3.29.
Pretty awesome.
Rock and roll.
This is not deal or no deal. This is deal, deal, deal. And finally, the moment of truth. Prosser patiently waits with what she calls her real money, coupons.
All right.
24.10.
So 24 bucks.
$24 for $117 worth of groceries. Seriously. And Prosser says if she can do it, so can you.
Okay, so obviously she would be what we call an extreme couponer. But hopefully what you got out of this is look at the prices. If you are not married to a name brand, maybe look at a market brand or a generic brand instead of a name brand. Is anything on sale? Are there any coupons that you can use? Those are all things you need to keep in mind as you guys are making your grocery list for task number 8. And I think, can't remember, hold on. Wait, let me go back. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. All right. How to lower your budget without giving up anything. Okay. Yes. All right. So, what else can you do? So go as long as you can between grocery visits. Every time a person goes to a grocery store, they end up buying at least a thing or two they didn't plan on buying. That's why they said make a 2-week budget. Make a game out of it is what they said. Use a grocery list. Use a meal plan. As you guys are starting to do this, what are you going to make for like dinners and such? Look at the sale ads for the store you're going to go to. Making meals in advance, that's meal planning. Oh, definitely eat before you go to the grocery store. Have any of you guys gone grocery shopping and you were hungry? Right? Do you end up walking out of the store with so much crap? And that's the best way I can describe it. Like stuff you did not need, stuff that may not be the best for you, and stuff that increased the cost, right? So yeah, like, all right. So that's like the other thought there, right? Oh, unit pricing. Okay, hold on. That was the other. And I don't know why I suddenly lost my tab. Let me see if I can get this to actually do what I wanted to do. All right, where's my video? All right, it's 1:47 seconds. So let me play that for you.
Who isn't looking to save at the supermarket? This little unit pricing label ought to be your best friend. Good ones make it easy to compare prices. The unit price on the left shows quinoa that costs $3.49 per pound. But the one on the right cost $11.69 per pound, 3 times as much. And this sliced Swiss cheese costs $9.81 per pound. Compare that to the unsliced that costs $3.98 a pound, almost a $6 difference. Unfortunately, unit pricing isn't universal.
Most states don't require unit pricing, and in those states that do, the labels can vary radically. That can make it difficult to compare prices.
Consumer Reports sent shoppers across the country to assess unit pricing labels. They found plenty of problems. This one for Coke Zero is really tough to read. You have to look closely to see that the price is 90 cents per liter. In other cases, quantities couldn't be easily compared. Take this Bumblebee tuna. One unit price is calculated per ounce, the other per pound.
This mishmash of labeling is hurting consumers. There should be a law that requires a universal, standardized unit pricing label.
A label like this that is easy to read and easy to use. It lists the unit price, the regular retail price, and the sale price.
Sorry about that. All right, task 4, you have to have at least 12 to 15 items on your list to get full credit, which we did. Task number 5, we put what rent stood for, and then like the advice that's most practical for you to follow. We kind of went with like avoid these 4 mistakes. And then task 8, which is the one that's going to take you a little bit of time, is creating your shopping list and then screenshotting it and putting it in the document for task 8. Okay. Awesome. All right, so can I survive on my own? What do we do today? We did 4, 5, and 8. Yesterday we did tasks 1 through 3. So if you didn't get those done, you need to make sure you get them done. The money moves, remember those were due on Tuesday. Module 10 lesson 1 quiz closes tomorrow. Everything else, your EverFi financial literacy and your EverFi money moves as well, those all will close on the 12th. So tomorrow there is no attendance or small group meets because it's staff development day. Does that mean don't do any work? Absolutely not. Because there are a lot of you that are sitting at some pretty low scores. So you definitely need to, get busy on that. I sent out failing emails today. So if you or your parents got one that says you're failing, you know what you need to do. And so, yeah, we have like 7 minutes left in class if you want to hang out with me and work on your tasks. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. If you missed yesterday's class, remember the video is in the live session page. Yesterday's video is already up. It's already labeled. Today's video will go up this afternoon. The final exam schedule and like the last week of what you guys are doing as seniors is in the announcements. Remember, you need to email your counselors and schedule your appointment for senior checkout with them. I think that covers everything. Oh, I also just put up a new announcement for the senior sunsets. Hang on just a second. Let me pull this up so I can show you. So Senior Sunset is on May 19th. It's at 7 p.m. It's going to be at school, and the cost is $10. And then if you click on the link, oh, it's not allowing me. You may have to download. I'm waiting for mine to download. All right. Yeah, actually, why don't you show me right now, Ipu? We have time. Go ahead and present for me. Okay.
Okay, it was on like module 2, I think.